So I'm Candace Floyd. I'm an associate professor at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, in the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. I'm actually the director of research there, and I'm honored to hold an endowed chair there in rehabilitation research. And so the Society for Neuroscience conference organizers had asked me to put together a roundtable on concussion. And I'm honored to do that. And so what our goal here today was to have a panel discussion on this very hot and important topic in neuroscience research. So what you're going to notice today in the panel is that I have put together and invited some of the top researchers in the world here to give you their views. The other thing I think you'll notice is their views are not identical. And so this topic is complex. This topic is controversial. And we are going to hear discussion on this topic from world-renowned experts as well as one of my esteemed colleagues who had spent time playing football as well, hear about his personal experiences. So the goal of today's discussion is to be just that, a discussion. So what I'm really hoping for is the format will be as follows. Each of these wonderful speakers will give about a 20-minute overview of their perspective on this complicated issue, and then we will discuss. And that's where I need you. So I need your thoughts, I need your questions at the end of this to have an active and open discussion about this controversial topic. So again, if you can please hold your questions until the end, and then let's have a question, discussion, interactive session towards the end of this symposium. A couple of other housekeeping ideas for you to know. The discussion is going to be videotaped today, so that's hard for me. Those of you who know me personally know that sometimes I cuss. It's my red hair, I can't help it. So do try when you're asking your questions and leading your discussion to try to keep that rated G so we can post everything online as best as you can. And then also it would be nice if you would identify yourself when you're asking the questions. You don't have to do that, particularly if you're junior and that embarrasses you, but that would be nice for us to know the discussion. The other bit of housekeeping is that at the end of this session, you notice when you came in they scanned your badges. That's so they will be able, the SFN will be able to give you a survey about the topic. So it would be great, nobody fills in surveys anymore, but it would really be great for the society if you could fill that survey in and please give your candid feedback. So that's housekeeping, so let's get started. Our first speaker today is Dr. Harvey Levine. Dr. Levine is a professor at PM&R of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at the Baylor College of Medicine and a research scientist in the Houston VA. So you have part of Dr. Levine's biosketch in front of you, so I won't read all the details except to note that he is a highly distinguished researcher. Among his many awards, he was recently the recipient of a Distinguished Career Award by the International Neuropsychological Society. So I have a little story to tell you about Dr. Levine. So when I was a very first semester graduate student, I had the honor of attending a national scientific meeting. It wasn't this meeting, it was a national neurotrauma meeting. And the very first speaker of that meeting was Dr. Harvey Levine. And I remember to this day that talk, because that talk he gave, he didn't know me. I was sitting in the audience wide-eyed, probably understanding every third word, maybe every fifth. But he gave such an inspiring talk about his perspective of the gaps and of the research in the field of neurotrauma that I remember that talk to this day, and that talk has inspired my career, elements of my career. So I thought it was nice for you to understand, all of those of you sitting in the audience that are in various stages of training and various stages of your senior parts of your career, how important I think these types of discussions are. So Dr. Levine, without any further ado, I'd please welcome you to the podium. Help me in welcoming Dr. Levine.